See, I'm trying to get everything set up. Let's see. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It looks like Hamas answered back on Trump's deal. And, Trump announced that might have a deal going. Might have a deal. Hamas did respond, but they have until Sunday to accept. They accepted some of it, but more negotiations are needed, according to them. But, I thought we don't negotiate with terrorists. That's what they used to say. But hey, and they are protesting all over the world. They are protesting all over the world. And at the same time, we're on day 4 of this government shutdown, which the Democrats and the Republicans both are going back and forth about keeping the government open, which the Republicans want to keep the government open while they do further negotiations about this, about the while they do further negotiations. What's going on over there? Uh-oh. Well, let me go back over here. Look like that one went off. Why they do further negotiations about this health care, because that's what the vote is about. The vote is about, okay, let's vote to keep the government open while we negotiate about the healthcare system, because if they don't keep the government open, it's just going to go on and on. So they want to vote about keeping the government open and then negotiate and keep further talks about the healthcare system, that way the government will stay open. So, but that didn't even pass. So they're playing the blame game right now. And how you look at it is how you look at it, because basically they got a provision in Obamacare where, because during COVID, a lot of people got a lot of breaks when it comes to healthcare, right? So that's one of the main components that they really want to extend. They want to extend the COVID. They want to extend the COVID breaks, right? They want to extend it because they're due to expire at the end of the year. So that's one of the main components that they arguing about, right? The Republicans, they don't want to extend the COVID healthcare tax break. They don't want to extend it because COVID is over with, right? But the Democrats, they want to extend it. They want to keep, which I kind of agree with that. I mean, that'll keep the healthcare coverage down. That'll keep the expense, keep the premiums down. But if they don't extend the COVID-19 healthcare breaks, a lot of people premiums are going to go up. Well, now it depends on what income threshold you are in, right? They got it broke down like that. Like, whatever your income is, a percentage of that will make your premium on your health insurance go up. Appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm the host, the one and only Stock Sniper. Also, the Republicans, they don't want illegals to get Medicaid. So they're arguing about these different things, So some got good points and some don't. So it's going to take a long process to actually negotiate, because we know that the Republicans don't want illegals to get health care. We know that. And we know the Democrats want us to extend the COVID healthcare tax breaks. They want to extend that. So they're really going to be bumping heads. And so they know that they are bumping heads. So they say, okay, we understand that that's going to take a long time. We got all the way until November to work that out, because those COVID tax breaks for the healthcare expire at the end of the year. So they're bumping heads about that. But the thing is, let's keep the government open while we negotiate on that. We got 90 days to negotiate on that. Let's keep the government open right now and worry about that down the line. That's basically what's going on. And so they're arguing about that right now. The Democrats don't want to vote to keep the government open, and we continue to negotiate about the healthcare situation. That's what's going on, guys. So let's hear what Chuck Schumer has to say. Appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm the host, the one only Stock Sniper. I hope I broke that down, the best way I could. I try to break it down where a 10th grader can understand it, and I think I did a pretty decent job on that. So let's go. Appreciate y'all for joining me.
This planned protest. About 1,500 people were expected to be there, and so far, we've seen a dozen or so protesters on our cameras that have been removed from this protest. Not quite clear what they're accused of doing, but again, 1,500 people expected. You can see the camera kind of going all over the place. And we do have several other live cameras from these global protests. That does include over here.
At the same time, we got the
Paris,
Gaza
France,
protest going on.
We also have one that is over in Rome, Italy. Again, we're keeping an eye on
all over the world
here, and we'll keep you posted on Live Now from Fox throughout the day. Right now, I do want to take a live look once again as we switch gears over the Capitol.
All right, here we go.
Should we make them bigger? Okay, first, well, we just heard that Speaker Johnson said the House is out again. Johnson and the House Republicans care more about protecting the Epstein files than protecting the American people. And the bottom line is, today, we saw the Republicans run the same play, and they got the same result. The question is, will they change course? The votes aren't there. It's clear from today's vote, and yesterday, and 2 days ago's vote, and the two other votes before it. So the bottom line is, we've had 4 votes.
Hey, what's up, Jennifer? How you doing? Appreciate you for joining.
We have asked Republican leaders for months to sit down and talk with us. They've refused and barreled us into a shutdown. They thought they could bludgeon us and threaten us and scare us. It ain't working, because my caucus and Democrats are adamant that we must protect the health care of the American people. And so now, rather than working with us to end the pain Americans are feeling because of a shutdown, Republicans have instead, they've wasted a week, refused to talk, and exacerbated pain for America. Instead of trying to come to the table and negotiate with Democrats and reopen the government, the White House and fellow Republicans have vowed to make this a maximum pain shutdown, they call it. Unfortunately, the maximum pain falls on the American people, and the American people know it. They know it's not Democrats doing this maximum pain. It's vote and Trump and the Republicans. And so it falls on them. And so even in the White House and in the administration, there are people saying, don't do it, because the blame correctly will fall on Trump's shoulders. They're using the American people as political pawns. Why? Because they don't want to even talk to us about reopening the government by fixing health care. New data came out today from KFF, and that is not Kentucky Fried French fries. KFF could be Kentucky French fries. Nah.
Kaiser family foundation.
I know. Orange. Excuse me.
Okay.
Today, new data came out from KFF, the Kaiser Family Foundation, that said that 78% of Americans say Congress should extend the ACA tax credits. 60% of people who voted for Trump said extend the tax credits. And so the Trump administration is feeling it. They know there's trouble.
He says 60% of the people want to extend basically the COVID tax credits for healthcare.
Let me read you a headline from this morning's Wall Street Journal that I thought was very apt and very well written. Raise your hand if any of you wrote it. You get kudos. It says,
I think I would agree with that because nobody wants to pay more premium. Because if those COVID tax credits expire, everybody that's on Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, their premiums will go up.
White House senses political risk on health care despite shutdown bravado. They know that the American people are for it. They know that 60% of MAGA supporters are for it. And why? Well, because if these credits are not extended, listen to this, the average couple who's 55, the average 55-year-old couple making $85,000 a year would see their premiums not just double, but go up $25,000. You're a couple at 55, you're about to think of your retirement.
Who was lying, Kim? What did I lie about? What did I lie about? That else was going on. That's what's going on. The COVID healthcare discounts are due to expire at the end of the year. That's what's really going on. And if those COVID discounts expire, people's health care are going to go up. And I don't, you could pull it up yourself. I would do it right here, but I don't have time for that. I don't have time to do it right now. But you can pull it up yourself. Because right now, a lot of people premiums are heavily discounted because of the COVID. When COVID hit, they gave a lot of discounts when it comes to health care and Obamacare. They gave a lot of discounts. And those discounts are due to expire at the end of the year. That's the main thing that they're arguing about right now. So Kim Taylor, I mean, what are you talking about? They're due to expire at the end of the year. The Democrats want to expand the discounts. Republicans want to, the Republicans don't want to expand. Don't want to extend the discounts because COVID is no longer here. Those discounts was here. They gave the discounts because of COVID.
How the hell are you going to find $25,000 a year for your health care? Do you know what anguish that causes people? It's not just something that goes away. People sit there and agonize. How are they going to get health care, which they need so much? What are they going to cut? Republicans hold the House, the Senate, and the White House. They're in charge. American people know that. And the American people know that it's only smart and fair and right.
Rose, appreciate you for
that
joining.
They should negotiate with us if they want our votes, not do a partisan bill. They wrote it all with no Democratic input and say, just vote for it, take it or leave it. According to NBC today, Americans are more inclined to blame Trump and Republicans for a shutdown, according to 4 independent polls. Any of you NBC people wrote that headline? It's a good one. Republicans know it. They know the damage they're causing, and Americans are noticing. And what's their response? A vow to cause maximum damage. That maximum damage is to American families, and American families know it. What's their response? When they didn't get the votes today or 3 times before? We'll see. Maybe they'll have a change of course. That would be a very good thing if they came and sat down and negotiated with us. And their second response is to just lie. They're so afraid of the truth that they make up lies. Here's PolitiFact when they say, oh, the Democrats want to give the money to undocumented immigrants. Here's PolitiFact. J.D. Vance said, Democrats are threatening to shut down the entire government because they want to give hundreds of billions of dollars to health care to benefit illegal aliens. What does PolitiFact say? False. And I hope you'll all write that over and over again, because if they're going to tell the lie over and over and over again, it's the responsibility of all of us to say it's a lie over and over and over again. Undocumented people cannot and will not.
Now, what he just showed us, that was a lie, because Maxine Waters already told us. I played that video last week. Maxine Waters already said that they want health care for all. That's including the illegals. So that what he just pulled up, that's one lie.
Receive a premium tax credit by federal law. The federal government does not fund health insurance for undocumented immigrants in Medicaid, Medicare, or Social Security by law. Republicans know it. They lie about it. When I was with the White House with Johnson, he said it.
That's another lie. I know a lot of people, especially last year, a lot of immigrants that got housing, health care, and food stamps. I know some illegals that got 2,000 and 3,000 food stamps. Social Security offices were super full of illegals. Not only illegals, but young guys that can work, able bodies as they call it. It was full of people. So you got young guys that's in their 20s saying they homeless, getting food stamps. You got illegals by the tons that's in the Social Security and welfare office trying to get food stamps, Medicaid, and housing. Meanwhile, you got elderly people that really need it, and people that are really disabled at the end of the line. Because guess what? When I was down there looking, those illegals would be there way before the office even opened. They would be there 6, 7 o'clock in the morning before the office even opened with a line wrapped around the building. And guess what happens? Real Americans, senior citizens, and real people that are disabled is at the back of the line. But what I've noticed now lately, it's not like it was last year or the year before. It's not like that anymore, because a lot of them have been kicked off, and a lot of them know they can't go up there no more. So now it's getting back kind of normal. But like the past 3 or 4 years, and you go to that welfare office or the Social Security place, line wrapped around the building. Wrapped around the building. Tons of illegals and young guys that can go to work. Some of y'all might not say that that's true, but that's true. I seen it in real life, and guess what I did? I went and looked again. Now it's running smoothly. So that right there, what he said, he lied again. That's 2 lies.
I was sitting there. I said, that's bull. And he didn't say it isn't, he just smirked. That's what they do. And when you lie about it, it shows fundamental weakness, because you know where the American people are. When they're confronted with the truth, they cover it up with a lie. But unfortunately for them, the truth doesn't lie. And as I mentioned, this chart shows what a high percentage of Americans want us to extend the ACA subsidies for health insurance. 71 to 29. And it shows you that's why it's so high, because even 60% of Trump voters want to extend it. So, Americans want lower costs. Americans want to extend the tax cuts. Many of my Republican colleagues want that too. So it's simple. They can reopen the government and make people's health care more affordable at the same time. And the only people making it a choice between one and the other, between health care and opening up the government, to the Republicans. We're not. We say we can do both. Samuel Klobuchar.
So what's at stake here? The Republicans have created a health care crisis. It was already a difficult situation.
Now what I do think, like the COVID healthcare discounts, I think they should extend that. So I do give them that. I roll with them on that one, because if they don't extend that COVID discounts by the end of the year, a lot of people premium are gonna go up. That's so I kind of agree with them on that. I think they should extend that COVID discounts. Yeah. This is right now is not the time to end those extensions. It's not. So I agree with them on that.
But by passing the big, beautiful betrayal of a bill, they basically are kicking 15 million people off of their health care, off of Medicaid. They are going to close down rural hospitals. Some of that already has happened, in part because of the $500 billion Medicare cut that was triggered because of their decision to increase the debt so much with tax cuts to the wealthy. Those are things that have happened.
Yeah, I call it COVID discounts to make it simple, Abram's son, because that's basically what they are, COVID discounts. So that's why I use that particular word, because people are not going to understand if I use the real words that they use. So I got to make it simple where a 9th or 10th grader can understand it. Because at the end of the day, that's basically what it is. You get, because of COVID, they gave people discounts on health care. So, but if those discounts expire at the end of the year, people that are on Obamacare and Affordable Care Act, their premiums are going to probably double.
But the final thing is that when it comes to the Affordable Care Act, where you have 20 million people that are on these plans in each of their individual states, in my state it's called MNsure, they will not be able to afford their insurance. I heard this big time when I was out in rural Minnesota, went to 13 counties last week. Time and time again, the farmers, over a quarter of them are on these plans, even higher in my state. And they told me, we can't afford it. It's going to double our premiums. One guy said it's like a perfect storm of ugly between the Republican tariffs and the healthcare costs and what's happening with their input costs like fertilizer because of the tariffs that have been put on those. That's what's happening right now. And what does the president do? $20 billion to Argentina, while our soybean farmers have literally had their entire market dry up. So what else has he done in response to our serious requests to have negotiations? He posts a deep fake video with sombreros in it, and he thinks that's funny. This isn't funny to the American people who are starting to get their premium bills right now. Then today it's the Grim Reaper with himself in a video that is just
Yeah, I agree with that, Savannah. Another thing that's going on is that you got young guys that are 20 and 30 years old going up there saying that they're homeless and getting food stamps and getting on welfare. That's what's going on as well. You got guys that are 20 or 30 years old going up there saying they're homeless and getting on welfare.
Again, completely, he thinks this is funny. He thinks that people are going to joke about this. I promise you, they're not. They are seeing their premiums double right now. So why is this something we're standing up for now? Because it's happening now. Ask anyone you know. It is not a December thing. It is not a January thing. It is a now thing. And we are asking them to meet with us to do something to help fix this healthcare crisis. And it's something they can do. It's something I am sure many of you have heard them behind closed doors say they actually want to do, because they've realized so many of their rural constituents, and when you look at the number, you realize so many Republican constituents know that this is a plans that are relied on by small businesses, by individual farmers, by people that don't work at big corporations, so they can't afford their own health care. That's what happens. And I just cannot believe that they've decided instead to repost offensive deepfake videos than actually get to work, open the government, and do something about health care.
Thank you, Senator Klobuchar. Senator Schatz.
Somebody sent me the notification that the House is not planning on coming back next week, and I think there is not a clear illustration of their lack of seriousness in terms of reopening the government and solving the healthcare crisis. And there are a lot of people asking us, why now? And the answer is, the crisis is now. People are getting their letters now. The price spikes 114% for 24 million Americans. They're happening now. And so in the four corners of the Capitol, this is being treated as a kind of political question and a procedural question and a kind of public relations question. But for tens of millions of Americans, people on the exchanges, but also everybody else, because we know how health insurance works. When people lose their health insurance, everybody else who retains their health insurance sees a spike in their rates as well. Tens of millions of Americans are actually getting hurt. And this is not an abstraction or something that we're going to argue about that may or may not happen 18 months from now or 24 months from now or 3 or 4 years from now. They're getting the letters now. And some of those letters say, we're not sure how much your increase is going to be, but we'll let you know later. And some of those are pretty explicit. You were paying $289, now you're paying $485. And so this is serious business. And if you look at Leader Schumer and Senator Klobuchar and a lot of our leadership, we are perfectly willing and capable to do bipartisan compromises when it's in the interest of the public. But we need a dance partner. We are sitting here saying we are willing to solve this problem with you because this is hurting your constituents too. But you have to sit down and work with us to solve this urgent healthcare crisis.
Thank you, Senator Schatz. Yes.
I asked Speaker Johnson this morning about what he's willing to do to make sure premiums don't spike for Americans, and he said, quote, "We are committed and will do whatever it is necessary to make it happen." So my question to you is, short of your bill, what commitments do you need to see?
Look, I'm not going to negotiate in public. As I said, we need to protect Americans from these rising insurance rates. And we need to sit down and negotiate it. He won't even do that. So how can he say he wants to help Americans if he won't sit down? He knows he needs both sides to get it done, plain and simple. In the White House the other day, he said he didn't want to do any ACA. And he said that before in the past as well. But the American people are going to make it clear to him and certainly his members that they want it done. And I believe that they will be pushed very hard by American citizens who don't want to see their rates go up so much.
There are some informal talks going on between senator to senator. How dialed into these talks, or do you think they're making progress?
Yeah, look, first my Democratic senators who were involved came to me, a bunch of them, and said, should they do it? I said, by all means. We want Democrats to talk with Republicans. And so it's a good thing. Unfortunately, last night, if you ask our Democratic senators, the Republicans didn't offer anything really new, just the same old stuff. And so nothing on ACA, nothing on rescissions. And so, look, our Democrats want to go back and negotiate again, but they got to negotiate with something, get something in return. Yes.
Does whatever bill that you support to open the government, does that have to include language specifically addressing the ACA crisis? And secondly, you mentioned that President Trump at the White House meeting was open perhaps to extending these subsidies, or at least he was sympathetic. You said he heard about it for the first time. Have you tried to reach out to him again to kind of keep that conversation going?
Well, look, the bottom line on that is we need the president to be involved. Johnson and a whole lot of his caucus don't like the ACA, don't want to do the extensions. A lot of Republican senators in the Senate do, but they're not enough. Thune is not enough. You need Johnson, and you particularly need Trump to get it done. So that's the bottom line, and we need real improvements in Americans' health care, plain and simple. Calling someone in the back.
Leader Schumer.
Way in the back. Yep, go ahead.
Leader Schumer, it was reported that there was a 34% increase in demand at a military food bank in Fort Worth, Texas this week. How do you square the needs of constituents facing an immediate pain during a shutdown with your focus on lowering healthcare premiums?
The bottom line is there's a simple way to end the shutdown. Come and sit down and negotiate a fair bill with us. Yes.
The president, as you say, has been tweeting out memes. Democrats have said that he doesn't understand this healthcare crisis. What makes you think, what evidence do you have that he will?
Hey, what's up, Marie? How you doing? Thank you for joining.
The evidence we have is right here. 60%, or 58, I think it is actually, of Trump voters want it extended. And it's going to, the pressure on the president to do the right thing here will get greater in the month, as both Amy and Brian mentioned, as people get their new health care bills, and they see how much it is. It's shocking how much it is. And they go and say, who did it? And we Democrats are going to be there day in and day out and say, the president and the Republicans did it. And that's why we feel that's why we feel we're in a strong position. Thank you, everybody.
Are you willing to wait this out for a month?
Washington Post.
All right, as we continue to cover the
Great, but now that they've got them locked into at least accepting the basic roles, the rest will come out. In the United States and Israel is iron end of this conflict. And first of all, the president of the United States put a lot of pressure.
Oh, bro. Hey, what's up, Webull? How you doing?
That Hamas is not part of any future Gaza governing authority, but at least now we have the framework in place from which a set of negotiations can hopefully prove to be a fruitful end of this conflict.
What is the current state, would you say, of the relationship between the U.S. and Israel? When you talk about President Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, they just had a meeting days ago at this point, and President Trump issuing this ultimatum. So what?
In my opinion, guys, I think this shutdown gonna last for a while. That's what I think, because all they're gonna do is blame each other. And guess what? They are nowhere close to being in agreement. Hey, what's up, Alex? How you doing? Appreciate you for joining. They're nowhere close to being in agreement.
And between the administration and the Israelis, it's as strong as it's ever been between two administrations. The alliance is strong. And I think that for those people who are always protesting on the outside.
What's up, Chad? How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all for joining. We got 250 people in the building. Appreciate y'all for joining. Appreciate y'all for coming in and dropping your comment. This is the Freedom of Speech channel. So feel free to tell us how you feel. Long as it's not like really threatening nobody. This is the Freedom of Speech channel. So when we say the Freedom of Speech channel, make sure you think about what freedom of speech really is. You can, express your feelings. Let us know what you think, but don't like disrespect nobody. Don't threaten nobody, things like that. So I hope y'all having a great morning. It's 9 o'clock in the morning over here where I'm at on a Saturday morning as we get ready for college football. My Texas Longhorns playing at, I think, 2:30, Hook 'em Horns. So I appreciate y'all for joining. Let's keep going.
Which is coming on within the next week or two.
And on that note, my last question here on this topic, I wanted to ask you what the word of Hamas really means, because we've also heard from a lot of experts there who have said, yes, Hamas could agree to the ceasefire deal, but we're talking about a terrorist organization, so that might not mean much. They might not hold up their end of the bargain. What are your thoughts?
That's another thing, guys. Hamas agrees to the deal. Whatever happened to we don't negotiate with terrorists? Y'all remember that saying? That we don't negotiate with the terrorists? Hamas agrees to portions of the Trump deal. So what's going on? We negotiating with terrorists now?
This deal and the lack and the fact that the Arab League and the Muslim community, the Muslim nations are putting incredible pressure on Hamas to do this. I mean, they are finding themselves increasingly isolated. And when you're isolated and you don't have support, you tend to make decisions that you may not ordinarily make. And therefore, I think you have a set of circumstances that have developed for the first time, as I've explained, that I believe will hopefully bear fruitful negotiations and an end to this war. I think we're at the beginning of the end of the war.
And I do want to switch gears right here and talk about an incident that took place, a terror attack, according to investigators there over in Manchester. And that is an attack on the Jewish community here at a synagogue. We know that several people were confirmed dead, and investigators saying they were members of the Jewish community, that the Jewish community was targeted here on Yom Kippur. Your overall reaction when you heard about this attack, did you automatically know, based on the fact that we're talking about Yom Kippur, a Jewish holy day, did you automatically know this is targeting the Jewish people?
Well, I mean, I was in synagogue, and as soon as I started, we knew it was attack because immediately it came out that it was an attack on a synagogue. I did tell a friend before the holiday started that we will be lucky if we get through the holiday season without.
أحمد علي حامد المصري سيرزو زياد محمود ناصر أبو حسيرة سيرزو منة الله محمود محمد صالح سيرزو حسن الشاعر هشام رزق توفيق الشباكي سيرزو
He was searching already. That guy, I can't imagine what he was go through this case anyway.
Savannah, who's putting the military out to save the Democrat states? Trump. Israel and Palestine would make excellent parking lots.
Estimated 1,500 people that were expected to be there. This one right here, as you can see, a large crowd as well.
Wow.
We're going to be getting these live images coming into our newsroom all throughout the day, so we'll bring those to you and any comments
These
on Live
are
Now from Fox.
countries.
Also important to note that deadline that was set by President
What
Donald
country
Trump
is
for
this?
Hamas to agree to the ceasefire is tomorrow, Sunday, at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We will definitely see how all
There's a lot of
that
protests
plays
going
out.
on all over the
Gonna head to
world.
a quick break here, 7:14 if you are over on the West Coast and 10:14 on the East Coast. You're watching Live Now from Fox. We'll be right back.
طال محمد فارس الحوثي في السيزون سود علاء محمود
Hey, what's up, Jonathan Davis? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. There's a lot of comments coming in here now, guys. Did they say Hamas accepted the ceasefire? Well, they said that Hamas accepted some of the agreement. Not the whole agreement, just some of it. But I thought that we don't negotiate with the terrorists. That's what I thought. No, he literally overpowering them. The thing is, will it actually stop? A lot of people think that Israel won't stop. We don't, you're correct. Well, it seems like they negotiate now. Hey, what's up, Don? David, they didn't agree to everything. They just playing. Savannah, we'll see. I think they got until tomorrow to agree. They gave them until tomorrow evening. But the stranger that the weather refuse shall be upon you as one born amongst you, and thou shalt love them as thyself. The new who? But the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you, and thou shalt love them as thyself.
Shame on you! Shame on the police!
Bill Brick, who loved Israel and the Jewish people? God's first chosen people, the people he chose to be part of as a man. Pray for peace. Read all of Leviticus. Israel is forever. If you shall shave your beard or trim your hair, you fall out of favor with God. I hope that's not true, Jason. The Jewish people are God's chosen people. Y'all see the new video of Charlie Kirk's mic exploded as the alleged gunshot went off? If they were chosen, why did they lose in 1287? 1187. It's in the Bible, and the Bible doesn't lie. Leviticus also tells you how to set. Oh man! So you do that too? Well, y'all in the comment section are very, very smart people. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, y'all are some smart people in the chat. Y'all know a lot. That's why I love the chat. Less than 1% of Jesus is in the Bible. Jewish people are God's chosen. Also in Deuteronomy. Shout out to the chat.
This is our visible conscience. These people are our visible conscience.
David lying.
They are.
Quoting scripture to them. They don't hear you. Jason, you would have assaulted.
These people are our visible conscience.
We have the greatest chat room on YouTube.
Shame on the government.
Thumbs up for double premium. I don't think people want double premium. That wouldn't be cool. That's why I say I kind of agree with them about extending the COVID healthcare tax credit. I kind of agree with them on that, like, because if it expires, people's premiums are probably going to double. Which some people think that, hey, COVID is over. COVID is over. We don't need those breaks no more. That's what some people, that's what the Republicans are saying. And, hey, man, the COVID is gone. We don't need those breaks no more. But me, I think that they still need those breaks, especially in these times. You know, people, we want to save the people money. That's what we want to do. Are you saying Jesus wouldn't want to help sick people? You just proved my point. no way we should help the American people use our hard tax dollar money to help the illegal immigrants. Where was your family from, Savannah? Okay, the speakers talking about the government shutdown, and the attendees are saying free Palestine, not knowing, of course, what that even means. Tell us what country they are from. I know they overseas. I think this is England or London. But these protests are popping up all over the world.
I know. Step back! Step back! Step back! Step back! Step back!
Side of history, and may this video be an archive to remember all of your faces. Don't forget to tell your children what you did on a Sunday lunch. Free, free! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Palestine will be free! Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever!
The reason I interrupted you two is I was like, they can quit. If we'd signed up for Hot Fuzz antics and when we were doing this, I'd quit. It's called signing on. It's fine. It's fine.
Side. Free Palestine! Palestinians!
please. I've got to walk.
What's your message to the Palestinian people?
I ain't taking them to jail, I guess.
Well done. Thank you. Free you, bro. Free you, bro. I can be a public
It looks kind of peaceful to me. I wonder why they sending these people to jail.
completed and
$20, please.
Oh, when's this back in, please? Oh, really? Yeah. Today?
Or like, no, not today.
Is this your stove? Is this your stove?
What I'm trying to figure out, chat, are they taking these people to jail? It don't really look like they're doing too much. It don't look like they were really doing too much, chat. We got 150 people in the building. Appreciate y'all for joining the chat. I think we're going to end it right here. I'll be back around 2:30. So I need everybody right now to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and the notification bell so you know when we are going live. What I'm trying to figure out is why they're taking these people to jail. Nobody's doing anything. Like, it don't make any sense to take them to jail. That's what I'm trying to figure out, chat. Why are they taking these people to jail? It's really a good peaceful protest. That's what it looks like. Well, I appreciate everybody for coming and joining us. Thank y'all. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live again. Appreciate y'all for coming. I really appreciate it. You know, I will be back. So to the next one, I'm out. Y'all have a great day, chat.